this goes. My name is Howie Abel. This poem is about the sometimes alienating process of seeking publication and how we can perhaps compensate for that by refinding and reseeking our poetry within our communities, within our towns, within our places, so that we can see poetry all around us in everything we do. I'm supposed to smile when I shake your hand with glee, then exchange some pleasantries and offer wine or tea, then heap praise with candor faked upon your high degree to prick your ears so I endear your humble state to me. When this is done, by rule of thumb, I am ingratiated, and so to find the next someone I must thereon be fated, till many someone somewhere think me somewhat highly rated. So I say this is the way by which you reach the top. Work or gift is not enough unless you learn to sob. It helps, of course, to understand the language of the fop, to crown yourself amongst the sweetest cream of culture's crop. To fawn and flatter everywhere, without a heart inside. To fawn and flatter everywhere, and hide your thoughts of spite. Perhaps you are a dreamer, but there's no business for that. If they cannot sell you, you'll make a good lab rat. And if you do not let them, well, caveat emptor. I'm afraid you've stepped upon what's known as a closed door. The market reigns the business world, as you long should have known. The market rules your boss and puts its puppets on its thrones. The market casts its magic spells and tells you that good verse stopped selling many years ago, and he saw off its hearse. Who am I to curse your dreams? I'm just one saint-like sinner. Who am I to say that you can't play this game a winner and come out first above the mediocrity below? And scream with pride, you took them on and went against the flow. But even if you do succeed, don't be too imprudent. You may someday be thought of as somewhat of a nuisance, and if they think you threaten them, better keep in line, for if you make a small misstep, you'll soon be out of time. Then you'll be back on old square one, out on the streets of yore, but this time you'll be old without ideas anymore. And when your old friends pass you by, don't expect a glance. They never cared for you, why would they give a second chance? You've long been dead to them. If ever you were living, they were riding on your coattails like you on theirs had ridden. And now they find no use for you. Why are you surprised when they act as if you'd never met and leave you out to dry? Now, don't despair, young poet. You don't have time for tears. Find your soul among the countless prophets of past years. If the office doesn't want you, it's time to change your plan. It's not all doom and gloom. You've still got the common man. Take the cafes, trains and buses, take the parks and take the squares, take the cinemas, the theatres, the festivals and fairs. Let your voice conquer the internet, leave not a stone unturned. Warm the people with the flame that inside madly burns. Darkness, darkness everywhere, but you're a fighting light. Darkness, darkness everywhere. Write, poet, write.